Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. One day I was a little bit lazy and I was scrolling through YouTube. And then I came across this Andrew Tate clip. Now, usually his clips are, a little bit, garbage, useful, not useful, you know, not really important. But this one, he's talking about driving. And he's talking about driving fast. And he was saying that, it's not fun to be going 200 miles per hour. That's not where the fun is. The fun is when you are accelerating, when your foot is on the gas pedal and you're going faster and you can feel the car going faster and faster and faster, and that's where the joy is. All right, that's where the joy is. And it got me thinking. I was like, hey, this is similar to when you keep on doing more and more things for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is when it truly gets fun, when you start doing more and more and you can feel yourself improving and you're going faster. So I was thinking, okay, what else do you have to do when you're going this fast? So one is you have to make sure you have a car, right? You can't be going 200 miles per hour if you're not in a car. And you can't be going 200 miles per hour if your car doesn't have gas or if it can't even go that fast. Is your car even capable of doing that? That's all things we need to know. Number two, you have to be willing to go that fast in the first place. All right. If you want to experience this joy, then you have to be willing to go 200 miles per hour. Not be scared. Not be going 5 miles per hour on a highway. All right. That's not the purpose. All right. You have to be willing to go that fast. And then finally, number three is, funnily enough, you have to brake. Usually when you think of driving fast, you're just like, oh, I'm going to go faster, faster, faster. But almost as important, you have to know when to brake. When do you stop yourself, right? There's a turn coming up. Okay, I need to put the brake. Oh, there's a car in front of me. I'm about to go crash into it. Oh, let me put the brake. If you went to the American Car Museum and you're using the racing simulator, you'd find that the people who did not use the brake, all right, are the ones who found themselves hitting the walls, going into the grass. And the people who used the brake the best, they got the fastest times. So braking is as important as accelerating. Now, professional racers, they put all these things together. Now, in the F1, Formula One, right, you will find that the car and the build of the car is sometimes more important than the driver. All right, if the car is better than the best driver's car, that better car might win. All right, so you have to make sure that you're prepared. All right. Number two, the driver. When there's a straightaway, he's going for it. He doesn't stop himself. He's like, no, I'm gonna press and I'm gonna push my foot on the pedal as hard as I could, as hard as I can. And then finally, they brake at the final moment. Right? They're pushed themselves to the limit, but then they have to brake. They have to stop themselves. All right? They're gonna crash. They're not gonna win the race. All right? Same thing when we're working for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All right? We have to make sure, are we prepared? Do we want to do this? How far do we want to go? Are we willing to put ourselves through that? Is our aqidah fine? All right? Is our previous memorization, if we want to start memorizing Quran, is what we have good enough? Are we at a solid enough foundation for us to move forward? These are all things we need to ask ourselves. Then number two, we need to make sure that we're actually willing to do it. You could be like, I have a Lamborghini, all right, but I'm not willing to drive more than 60 miles per hour. What are you doing with your car? Come on, man. You need to go that fast. You need to push yourself. You need to make sure that, hey, I'm willing to put my foot on the gas pedal and I want to move. But finally, we need to know when, can we do this? Sometimes we think, you know what, I'm in my 1980 Toyota. I don't know, but I'm gonna go 200 miles per hour. It's unrealistic with your car, with your current car. And so this concept that we learn in the halaqah, rahimallahu muri'an arifa qadra nafsih, right, means may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on the one who knows what he is worth, right? I know that I can't go that far yet, okay? I want to memorize 2 pages a day, 2 pages a week. But you know what? I know that if I start doing that, then my memorization will go downhill. My previous memorization will go downhill. I won't be able to review everything I memorized as much. Okay, it's not worth it then. You're actually doing a detriment to yourself, so you shouldn't do that. All right, know what you are capable of, and then push yourself forward. This is what we call breaking. All right, this is how we break when we're working for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We evaluate ourselves. Can we do this? No. Okay, so I'm not gonna go that far because I know that I will mess it up. So only do what you know you can do your best. And inshallah, if we incorporate these 3 qualities, constantly checking back on ourselves, pushing ourselves, knowing like, hey, if I can do this, I know it will be difficult. I will have less time for my daily life and this and that. You know what? Fine. I'll do it. I know I can. So let me do it. All right. This is where the joy comes. And this is when we become happy and excited to continue working for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, this is helpful, and we start working for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are not doing anything in your life as of right now, if you're not doing anything, then let me tell you, your car is ready. It's in the driveway waiting for you to drive it. So just get in and start doing anything. If you're not doing anything, then you're ready. And if you're doing something, then look to see how you can further and better yourself and start doing more for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.